But I don't know if you guys know this. We have a regular D-SNP for someone that has regular Medicaid, right? But then we have an ALTCS plan. Are you guys familiar with ALTCS? So ALTCS is someone that got approved through the state for long-term care. That means they can be in a long-term care facility and they don't have to pay for it, which is a blessing. They can even be at home too, so they don't have to be in a facility. So we have a D-SNP plan for long-term care. It's called ALTCS, Arizona Long-Term Care. And then we have a regular Medicaid D-SNP plan. So we have two different ones. So if you enroll Banner in the D-SNP, make sure on the application you click the right one. It'll say ALTC, which just stands for Arizona Long-Term Care. And then the other one is ACC, which is for regular Medicaid. But I wanted to show you guys, let's see. So this is, I don't know if you're interested in the ALTCS info at all. Not everyone does ALTCS, but I'll just do it quickly. So for ALTCS, which is the long-term care, Medicare changed all the rules, right? So for this year, 2025, Medicare said they have to be aligned. So that means whoever they have for Medicaid, so we have a Banner Family University Medicaid plan, right? And then they might have United for their ALTCS, right? Well, Medicare says we don't want that anymore. They want to be aligned. So they want to switch them from Banner Medicaid to Banner ALTCS, right? So, and that started this year. Every quarter, what they're doing is they're just auto assigning members over, and they're doing it all year long till they get them all moved over. So what I've done with some of my agents that like to do ALTCS, a lot of people don't, because if you don't understand it, right? Because I never did ALTCS before, it's new to me. That we'll do call blitzes with our members that have Banner ALTCS, right? But they might have somebody else for their Medicaid plan, right? Or I'm sorry, I said that wrong. They have Banner University Family Care for Medicaid, but somebody else for ALTCS. So we'll do a call blitz and, to get them aligned, because they're going to be aligned anyway. Does that make sense to you guys? Aligning means the same carriers for Medicaid and for Medicare. So, for example, someone that has two different carriers, the access to care is a little bit harder, right? For prior auths, because they got to get the prior auths for both the Medicaid plan and the Medicare plan. So if you have two different carriers, it's not real seamless and it's confusing, right? So that's why Medicare wants them aligned. So prior authorizations and referrals and all that is all the same company. Okay, so the Access Health plans can only be changed once per year. So the new rule for this year, I don't know if you guys know, duals used to be able to change, which is really better for the members because agents would be flipping them. They'd be United one month and then another agent would flip them to WellCare the next month. I mean, it was ridiculous, right? And it's not fair to the member. So they got rid of that. Now during lock-in, which they call this time lock-in, I call it lock-in, is they're only allowed to switch one time a year, and that's only to be aligned. So aligned means same Medicaid carrier, same Medicare carrier. Okay, so Banner. So they'll let them. So again, we do call blitzes for regular Medicaid, who they might have Banner Medicaid, but a different carrier for Medicare. So we try to get them, hopefully to get aligned. Now, let's see, there was another new rule I wanted to show you guys. Let me try to find that. Okay, so I'll read this number 1 here. It says, if the individual is not in their access enrollment anniversary, I know this is confusing, but again, everybody that qualifies for Medicaid has a Medicaid carrier, right? And that Medicaid carrier doesn't necessarily have a Medicare plan too.
Medicaid?
ALTCS, but also regular Medicaid too. So anybody that has regular Medicaid, say they're under 65 and they qualify. Yep, access plan. I'll say that. Maybe it's easier to understand. So,
traditional Medicaid.
Well, no, it's actually the state of Arizona. It's actually. Yes.
California's Medicaid.
But it's still state specific. Every Medicaid plan is state specific.
It is, and
it's not federal.
It is. It's state, and then.
But it's some.
Yeah, not all, but yeah, no, but
it is state specific. That's why if you move from Arizona to Texas or Arizona to California, you have
you got to reapply.
And it's determining by the state. It all changes. So just think Medicaid state.
Yeah, it is state. The one thing that's confusing for